to felicitate the exceptional achievements of women in business. Tonight, we have the privilege of honoring some of the most talented, innovative, self-driven women who stand as strong pillars of our economy and society. Before we embark on this evening's journey of celebrating achievement, I'd like to call upon Chairperson FLO Hyderabad Shubhra Maheshwari and Chairperson FLO Sonali Saraf to lead our esteemed guests for lighting of the auspicious lamp. Joining them is the Chief Guest, Honorable Minister, Government of Telangana, Shri KT Ramarao Garu. Special Guest of Honor, Sherpa G20, Shri Amitabh Kanchi, National President FLO, Ms. Jayanti Dalmia, National Past President FLO, Ms. Pinky Reddy, Mr. Gareth Owen, Deputy High Commissioner, United Kingdom, our eminent awards jury, Mr. C.V. Anand, Ms. Abhilasha Bisht, Ms. Swati Lakra, and Mr. Murli Krishna to step forward for lighting of the lamp. To please rise for the national anthem. You could continue.
जनगण मनाधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल वंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा
I now invite Ms. Sonali Saraf, Chairperson, FLO Hyderabad, to say a few words.
A very good evening and a warm welcome to Honorable Minister Mr. KTR Garu, Mr. Amitabh Kanji, President FLO Jayanti Dalmia, past President Pinky Reddy, dignitaries in the audience, past chairs, members, ladies and gentlemen. It is my privilege as I stand here with a sense of pride as chairperson of Young FLO Hyderabad. I believe that unleashing our own potential is true power, and women are the untapped resources for growing economies like India. My term as the 17th chairperson of FLO focused on this aspect. It is heartening to see that many women and also our members are starting to take the plunge into businesses at a young age. We are proud of the fact that our mission reflects our commitment to support, guide, and encourage young women to build community of entrepreneurs and responsible citizens. We do this through our various programs and initiatives. I would like to show you a glimpse of my year so far.
Namaste everyone. It's been a year of learning, growth, networking and building a stronger legacy. My theme this year was Potential is Power, and every event has been a step in ensuring that members gain something.
It is this mission that has brought us all here for the FLO Business Awards, recognizing the grit, determination, and achievement of many women. Ladies and gentlemen, it is awe-inspiring to be here amongst many leaders and pioneers of business and professional world, established and aspiring young entrepreneurs. I salute these young, wonderful women who took the leap to start an enterprise and are here with us. Rather, we are here today because of each one of them who have taken the challenge of foregoing an identity that transcends them. A new day in the horizon has dawned for these magnificent women entrepreneurs. Congratulations, each one of you, for following your dreams. I would like to acknowledge the phenomenal men and women who believe in us, their support and cheer hard to make sure we women become the leaders the nation needs and awaits. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonali. I'm pleased to welcome National President FLO Ms. Jayanti Dalmia to grace the dais and address the gathering.
Thank you, Gunjan. Before I start, I just have give salutations to my Lord Krishna and Radhaji. Radha Krishnaya Nama. A shlok to start off my talk. Yatra naryastu pujyante ramante tatra devata. There couldn't be a more apt shlok to encapsulate the essence of why we have gathered today here. The meaning of the shloka is, where women are honored, divinity blossoms there. Honorable Minister Shri K. Tarakarma Rao, India G20 Sherpa, Amitabh Kanji, Past President Pinky Reddy, and all the other dignitaries present here. Namaste and a very good evening. I am Jayanti Dalmia, and it's an absolute pleasure to address this August event as the 39th National President of FICCI Ladies Organization. Popularly known as FLO, we are the leading business chamber catering to women empowerment by way of entrepreneurial development and professional excellence. With an outreach of 19 chapters across the nation and headquartered in New Delhi, we have been working towards this direction since 1983. In the last 2 decades of dedicated and concerted work, we have been able to make an impact and transform the lives of women across 3 sections: grassroots, middle, and senior level. I am looking to reaffirm the FLO vision with special emphasis on transforming women's participation in India's growth trajectory. Our chapters have been doing immensely impactful work in advancing our mandate of empowering them and equipping them with skills and capacities to become equal contributors to the Indian economy. One of our oldest chapters, Hyderabad, has been doing extraordinary work in this direction. Today, I am delighted to be here to commemorate the 3rd edition of FLO Hyderabad Business Awards 2023. Thank you so much, Shubhra and the team, for inviting me here. FLO endeavors to recognize women leaders who have harnessed the spirit of entrepreneurship, innovation, and excellence to produce tangible, path-breaking results in their chosen fields. I am happy to share my excitement with all of you today as we celebrate the 3rd batch of women awardees, a group of formidable women leaders who have dared to be different, who have found passion in their purpose, who have created their own mark, and pushed the frontiers of women leadership. Their success stories are pathways for other women and girls to follow in their footsteps and become future business leaders. Please join me once again in congratulating and applauding each one of our awardees. My wishes to all of you. To conclude, I quote Serena Williams, "Every woman's success should be an inspiration to another. We are strongest when we cheer each other on." Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jayanti ji. Requesting past National President, FLO, Ms. Pinky Reddy, will now share her thoughts with us.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have too many thoughts to share, but I feel very happy to be here this evening. I always repeat, whenever I come to a FLO event, I feel like I'm back home. So one thing I must say, that we, all the FLO ladies, we have really empowered ourselves and empowered others. And wherever we go, we are very much recognized, and we're doing it, and all of you all are doing an incredible job. So thank you so much for having me here today. Shubhra, you've done a superb job. And I'm so happy that Mr. Amitabh Kant is coming here from Delhi, and we are ever proud of our dear KTR Garu, whom I lovingly call Ram. Thank you.
Thank you, Pinky. I will now call upon Ms. Shubhra Maheshwari, Chairperson FLO, to share the highlights and accomplishments of her term.
Good evening, everybody. How are we? A very warm welcome to FLO Hyderabad Business Awards. FLO Hyderabad extends a heartfelt welcome to our distinguished chief guest, Honorable Minister of IT Industries, MANUD, Shri KT Ramarao Garu. Special guest of honor, Shri Amitabh Kanji, India's G20 Sherpa and former CEO, Niti Aayog. Guest of honor, FLO National President, Ms. Jayanti Dalmia, past National President, Ms. Pinky Reddy, our esteemed jury here, Shri Rajat Kumar IS, Shri Jayesh Ranjanji IS, and all the luminaries, guest members, spouses who've taken out time to join us here this evening. With deepest gratitude, I also welcome our sponsors who fuel our vision year after year. A special welcome to the FLO and YFLO past chairpersons, and to Sonali Saraf, my chairperson, YFLO, standing by my side with her rock-solid support to me. A special mention to events mentor, Ms. Jyotsna Angara and Ms. Hina Srivastav, and finance mentors, Ms. Usha Rani Mane and Ms. Priyanka Arora, who's also contributed to this beautiful decor of the venue today. A special mention to all the committee members who worked very hard in shaping up this event today. FLO Hyderabad chapter stands tall with a 21-year legacy built brick by every one of its past chairs, demonstrating through their life and work that women can make a real and critical difference. Here's a video celebrating these formidable women, the very foundation on which FLO Hyderabad today stands rooted firmly. Feminism isn't about making women strong. Women are already strong. It's about changing the way the world perceives that strength. May we have the video, please? their shoes for the last 9 months. I know what it means to do this. Let's give a big round of applause to the Council of FLO and YFLO. In March 2022, FLO Hyderabad launched India's first 100% women-owned and run industrial park with the support of our Minister Shri KT Ramarao Garu and TSIIC. 100% women-owned and run industrial park with 25 units that brought in over 250 crores of investment to the state and generated employment of over 1,000 employees within 2 years, of which 37% are women. This video will give you a glimpse of the FLO Industrial Park, a model that will over time be replicated across countrywide FLO ecosystem. KTR Garu, we can never thank you enough for this endeavor. Can we have the video?
India's growth story is supported by over 1.3 million women entrepreneurs, a fact that adds to the adage, empowering a woman is empowering a generation. FICCI FLO's Hyderabad chapter joined hands with the government of Telangana's State Industrial Infrastructure Corporation to undertake this initiative, with the vision of not just impacting women entrepreneurship, but also impacting Telangana's industrial growth.
What they have created at the FLO Park in Sultanpur is absolutely fabulous. What satisfies me even more is that the entrepreneurs who are taking up industrial projects there have taken up some very innovative projects, new generation projects, which are having high technology, very good employment potential. This is very contrary to the traditional image of women entrepreneurs, that they are doing some small home-based activities.
There is a great sense of satisfaction and pride for FLO as we are on the verge of taking our journey pan-India across to other chapters. All companies are 100% women-owned, representing green industry only.
A monetary investment of 250 crores and emotional investment of dreams and aspirations has culminated into the FLO Industrial Park, which is set to catalyze the Make in India mission and generate enormous employment opportunities.
Today, many women are aspiring to achieve great success, and FLO encourages, empowers and supports these women in turning their dreams into reality.
This initiative is close to every FLO member's heart, resulting in a synergized involvement by pan-India members hailing from a multitude of industrial verticals.
Women's participation in the manufacturing sector is true contribution to country's economy and GDP. It's a game changer for all women. We are happy that our chapter took the lead to establish the first FLO Industrial Park in collaboration with Government of Telangana, who gave us 50% price subsidy and a fully developed infrastructure to ensure that our members have a smooth start.
The past chairpersons of the Hyderabad chapter have consistently contributed for the growth and the betterment of the chapter since the inception.
We are on a mission to pave a path for many such parks built to support women entrepreneurs and women-run enterprises across the country. Because we believe in the adage, empowering a woman is empowering a nation.
Thank you. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of our esteemed dignitaries, Deputy High Commissioner of UK, Mr. Gareth Wynne Owen, our Commissioner of Police, Mr. C.V. Anand, FICCI Chairperson, Mr. Murali Krishna Reddy. Thank you so much, all of you, for your support, encouragement and time to us. This year, at FLO Hyderabad, we have worked concertedly and consistently towards creating opportunities and environment to help our members hone their Shakti, Samarthya and Shaurya. For the grassroots women, we have aligned the chapter's activity with the National President's vision. May we have the annual video, please?
The year 2022-23 started with the vision to build a stronger she, to empower women to assess the damage done by the pandemic, to adapt to the opportunities of the post-pandemic era and accelerate into a journey of newer heights and achievements. Our year-long endeavor has been to empower women in three main areas: education, employment, and empowerment. Education is both an elevator and a springboard. It allows women to rise themselves up and to break down the divides that keeps them apart. If we think of life as a long race, it is education that provides the training, the nourishment, and the support. To reinforce this, we have created many learning opportunities for our members and grassroots women throughout the year, through our financial literacy initiatives, school and college education initiatives, and by collaborating with our knowledge partners. Employment allows women to flourish and achieve their true potential in the world of work. Through the year, we have worked to help women become entrepreneurs through our empowerment, impact, and women's skilling and support initiatives by organizing startup, incubation, skill development programs for our members and in the larger community for the grassroots women as well. The final link in the chain is empowerment, which helps women rise to the top of their strength and their innate abilities and talents through holistic all-round growth. The results of a recent study in the US shows that the Fortune 500 firms with the best track record in raising women to prominent positions are 18 to 69% more profitable than median firms. We have striven to establish and support women at the top level of management through our various programs throughout the year. Our signature event Style Tattva has been a feather in the cap of FLO Hyderabad chapter. The second edition of Signature Fashion and Lifestyle March is the biggest exhibition in Hyderabad which focuses not only on fashion and lifestyle. We provided exclusive stall space for weavers and FLO-assisted entrepreneurs to support them on their journey. Over the 3 days of the exhibition, we made history with 230 participating vendors, 24 FLO-promoted grassroots businesses, 70 committee members working round the clock, and 7,280 visitors. Our Royal Rajasthan Retreat Extravaganza was a perfect balance of adventure, fun and relaxation with 100 members travelling to Chautka Barwara, Ranthambore National Park and Jaipur in Rajasthan for 4 days. This was no small feat as this was the largest group of FLO members travelling on a retreat from FLO Hyderabad.
Thank you. Women entrepreneurship is the new currency of 21st century India. With Atmanirbhar Bharat, the scope for the gainful engagement of a larger number of women in India's workforce is tremendous. But for this potential to become a reality, government, industry and industrial bodies like FLO, FICCI must work collectively. Women's participation in larger numbers will become one of the surely accelerate the process to help India become one of the largest economies in the world. At FLO Hyderabad, we understand the crucial role we can play in unlocking growth, driving innovation, and transforming the narrative for women in leadership. The FLO Hyderabad Business Awards are instituted to recognize business excellence in women-led and women-owned enterprises in the state of Telangana. Applications were invited from women entrepreneurs from various sectors in the month of November. A 9-member jury panel comprising of Mr. Rajat Kumar IAS, Mr. Jayesh Ranjan IAS, Ms. Madhuri Dugirala, Vice President Google, Ms. Charulata Ravi Kumar, Managing Director Accenture, Ms. Rani Reddy, Director Sakshi, Mr. Satish Andra, Managing Director at India Partners, Ms. Charu and Ms. Syantini of Primus Partners, Ms. Sonali Saraf, Chairperson YFLO, Ms. Jyotsna Angara, past Chairperson FLO, and myself, we scrutinized over 60 applications from women entrepreneurs representing organizations that have set benchmarks. To bring governance and transparency to the awardee selection process, we invited on board Primus Partners New Delhi as our knowledge partners to screen, tabulate, evaluate on basic parameters and shortlist the top 5 applicants in each category for the final jury selection process. And all this has culminated in today's FLO Hyderabad Business Awards ceremony, which reflects my strong belief that India is already en route from being a developing and emerging market to a fully developed nation in just the next few years. And we women together can and will make it happen. To all the women entrepreneurs sitting here, it's not about who will let me, it's about who will stop me. An event of this scale cannot be actualized without the confluence of generous hearts and untiring hands. I would like to place on record my thanks and appreciation to all our sponsors and partners once again for their financial and services support in helping us bring this vision to fruition. My appreciation for FLO and YFLO committee members for the exemplary teamwork, dedication and commitment with which they have come together to make this evening possible. Behind every great woman, there is a great man and a battalion of great women, super strong women who fix each other's crown without letting the others know. She is ambitious. She is driven. She is independent. She is a mastermind. She is supportive because she is us. Let's do this, ladies. And now I invite our chief guest, Mr. K.T. Ramarao Garu, our special guest of honor, Mr. Amitabh Kanji, Mrs. Jayanti Dalmiaji, and Ms. Pinky Reddy to grace the dais along with Ms. Sonali Saraf.
Thank you, Shubhra. I would now like to invite our YFLO chair, Sonali, to lead Chief Guest K.T. Ramarao Garu, Guest of Honor Amitabh Kanji, President FLO Jayanti Dalmiaji, Past President Pinky Reddy to grace the dais. Chairperson Shubhra and Sonali will now felicitate our guests, National Past President FLO Ms. Pinky Reddy. Requesting Shubhra and Sonali to please felicitate Ms. Pinky Reddy. G20 Sherpa Shri Amitabh Kanji, an important pillar in formulating the industrial policy and the Make in India initiative. Chairperson FLO and YFLO to felicitate National President Jayanti Dalmiaji.
entrepreneurship. So I take this opportunity of both congratulating Mr. K.D. Rama Rao and congratulating FLO for this unique initiative of setting up a women's industrial park, which I think is a remarkable initiative and a first of its kind. Secondly, I am truly delighted that I was invited to be a part of this wonderful event by FLO, and I'm delighted because I've been a long-term believer that women have to be the key driver of India's growth. For the first time, the NFHS survey has shown that there are actually 1,078 women to 1,000 men. So there are more women than men in India. And actually, if India is to grow at high rates of 9 to 10% per annum, year after year, for 3 decades or more, it's not possible to do that unless and until we put women in positions of leadership. And therefore, when India assumed the presidency of G20, one of the key priorities spelled out by the Prime Minister, who's the leader of G20, was amongst the key priorities was that we will use this opportunity of G20 to push women-led development across the world. And this is important because it requires a complete paradigm shift. It requires a change of mindset. It requires us to put a huge focus on nutrition for women, because in a country like India and many of the global south countries, there is a virtuous cycle of malnutrition because of a weak mother leading to a weak child. And therefore, starting from that position onward, where we need to strengthen women at the point of the birth and the pregnant women, to focus on nutrition, to focus hugely on changing this virtuous cycle of malnutrition, to providing literacy and ensuring that it's better outcomes on literacy, and that is ensuring that every single girl child is able to get access to education and improve their learning outcomes, and then is able to move from school to college, and then from thereafter into positions of leadership. And therefore, to my mind, education is a very key player. And thirdly, to my mind, it's very important and very critical that we are able to provide financial access to women. And one of the remarkable things that's happened in India is that when we started the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, only 19% of the accounts were owned by women. But today, 56%, the latest data which has come in, 56% of the bank accounts are owned by women. So just imagine, from 19% we moved up to 56%. And there are 23 crore women who were unbanked have now had bank accounts. And there are many family bank accounts which are now in the name of the lady of the house. And therefore, my belief is that providing this financial access will truly transform us in the next decade or so. And fourthly, I've been a great believer that if India is to grow and progress over a long period of time, the digital transformation which India has done has been enormous. And I think every state has played a key role, but I think Andhra has also played a very major role. To my mind, this digital access which has been provided, the digital transformation that has happened, in 2016 when we started off, there were very few people with digital identity. Today, everyone in India has a digital identity. Everyone in India has a bank account which is linked with his digital identity, and everyone has a mobile. And because of that, India today does 11x more payments, digital payments, 11x more digital payments than what USA and Europe do together, and we do 3x more payments than what China does. This has been the story of transformation. We've also done transformational work because of this digitization in COVID. We've done about a 2.5 billion vaccination, all cashless, paperless. We run the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, which has enabled, 500 million people. That is, a huge number of people in India, which is almost the population of Europe, and almost equivalent to the population of Europe, plus another about half of America, which is, we've provided them health insurance, which is cashless and paperless. And therefore, this impact of digitization which India has done has been totally transformational. And that will enable us to technologically leapfrog in the years to come. And therefore, providing this digital access to women has really been the key. And to my mind, it's been transformational because as I visit many of these cities which are involved in G20, every single city of India, I see women doing digital access of their digital accounts. They are able to do digital transactions. People, day-to-day workers, people who are selling wares, people who are running shops, all women, all women. I mean, it's all a huge radical transformation that has happened in the last few years. And therefore, as a country, as a recent study by the Bank of International Standards has shown, that what India has achieved in the field of digital transformation, what India has achieved in the last 7-8 years, is equivalent to what any other country would have achieved in 50 years. 50 years. And to my mind, the biggest beneficiary of this digital transformation will be the fact that India will see a lot of women-led development in the days to come. And my belief is that as we put more and more women into industrial leadership, as we put more and more women into financial leadership, and as we put more and more women through this process of financial inclusion, India will see more and more growth. India will see acceleration of growth. And I think this is truly going to be the decade of India, largely because of demographics, largely because we are a very vibrant democracy, and largely because we've pushed for digitization, and largely because we are going to drive our growth through women-led development. So I'm truly delighted to be here, and I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the leader of FLO, Shubha Maheshwari, for her leadership, for her very dynamic leadership. I also want to take this opportunity to congratulate all the leaders sitting here, Sunal Sharaf, Jayanti Dalmia, and Pinky Reddy, all of them, all very dynamic leaders in their own rights and who've done remarkable work and who are great role models. And we need to have many, many more role models there are many Indians who've done, many women Indians who've done remarkable work across the world. They're all in several leadership positions, but we need to create many, many role models within India, and all of them are great role models. And therefore, I take this opportunity to really congratulate and wish FLO all the best. And I also take this opportunity to congratulate all the winners of the Business Leaders Award, many of whom we saw here. All of them have done remarkable work. I also want to congratulate all the women entrepreneurs who are part of VHub, all the women entrepreneurs who've become a part of this great industrial park, so that this great industrial journey led by women has started here. And wish the state, wish FLO, wish everyone a very, very great future. My heartiest congratulations and all the very best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for throwing light on the digital growth in the country. I would now request our Honorable Minister, KTR Garu, to share his thoughts with us. A big round of applause, please.
Good evening. Thank you, Shubhra, for this opportunity. Thank you for inviting me. Normally, these events with respect to women entrepreneurs and women-led enterprises are confined only to one day, that is International Women's Day. But I'm delighted that you actually chose to defy that convention and have actually gathered such a large gathering who I can't really see. But nevertheless, I think fabulous job. I think she deserves a big round of applause, the entire FLO team. Thank you, Pinky. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for making sure the AC was toned down as well. Thank you very much for making us feel very comfortable. Thank you, Jayanti ji, for coming all the way. And thank you, Sonali Saraf, for organizing this event. Of course, to our dear friend, Mr. Amitabh Kant, who rarely visits us these days. Sir, आप ज़्यादा आते नहीं हो सर आजकल. आपको ज़्यादा आना चाहिए और ज़्यादा हमें दिल्ली से खुशखबरी लाना चाहिए. ज़्यादा प्रोजेक्ट्स हमें देना चाहिए आपको और ज़्यादा पैसा देना चाहिए. थोड़ा ताली बजाइए ताकि वो. Sir, we are a very progressive state. We are a very, very progressive state. We actually have done some truly astonishing things which have not been done by any other state in India in the last 75 years. I'm not here just to gloat about my state and, just to do my fiduciary responsibility, but also just to point out to you and through you to Government of India and other states as well, since you're organizing the G20 summits across the nation this year. I believe that a positive, good message from any performing state in India will really help spread the message and also inspire others. I also see Gareth, the Deputy High Commissioner of UK. I see our Special Chief Secretary Irrigation, Sri Rajat Kumar Garu. My Principal Secretary for Industry and Commerce, Sri Jayesh Ranjan Garu. Our Hyderabad Commissioner of Police, Sri C.V. Anand Garu. Murali Krishna Reddy Garu, the President of FICCI as well. I would like to acknowledge and recognize them as well. Sir, I keep calling our state, the state of Telangana, startup state of India. And I keep calling it the most successful startup in independent India. The reason why I say this is because if you look at the performance of the state of Telangana in the last 8.5 years, it is nothing short of stellar. The day we assumed office in the new state on the 2nd of June in 2014, the per capita income of Telangana was 1,24,000 rupees. Today, as we speak, the per capita income of Telangana is 2,78,000 rupees. It's a humongous jump. And the national average, just to put things in perspective for you, the national average is still only 1,49,000 rupees. The GSDP of Telangana was 5 lakh crores in 2014. Today, it is 11.55 lakh crore. So that kind of tells you how well Telangana has evolved over the last 8.5 years. Just if I have to sum up in one line as to how well Telangana has done. If you look at us geographically, we are the 11th largest state. If you look at us population-wise, we are the 12th largest state in India, among the 28 states. But in terms of our contribution to economy and GDP, while we are only 2.5% of India, we contribute to 5% of India's GDP. Literally, we are punching double our weight. It's like a 50-kilo boxer punching in a 100-kilo category. You'd surely know what I mean. The point I'm trying to make is, as a state, as a new state, Telangana has not only done well on a single front, but we are one of those rare states where holistic and integrated development has happened over the last 8.5 years. And it truly shows with the kind of recognitions we keep receiving from Government of India. When Government of India recently announced Sansad Adarsh Gramin Yojana, the best villages among Sansad Adarsh Gramin Yojana, out of the top 20 villages in India, 19 were from Telangana. That goes to show you the stellar work that has been done in the rural development and Panchayati Raj areas and the village development program of Government of Telangana. When Swachh Sarvekshan Awards were announced for urban local bodies, municipalities, Telangana had received 26 awards, second highest for any state in the country. After Maharashtra, Maharashtra is a significantly larger state. They had won 3 more than us, but if you look at it pro rata, I think we have done exceedingly well compared to any other state in India. Not only has Telangana improved its performance in information technology and industry, we have also raised rapidly in agriculture and also environment. Again, to give you a few numbers to take home, our IT exports back in 2014 were 57,000 crores. As of last year, June, it was 1,83,000 crore. And our agriculture, just to again, numbers is what, is what makes the story credible. Back in 2014, the paddy production and procurement from Telangana was 68 lakh metric tons. As of last year's summer, the paddy production and procurement from Telangana is 3.5 crore tons. Agriculture has expanded by more than 119%. Industry has grown rapidly. Most of you are very familiar with TSI Pass. In fact, all the women entrepreneurs here, especially FLO, when they had approached us and when they had asked us, could we create something together, Telangana government and FLO, could we do something unique for women entrepreneurs? We readily accepted, myself, Jayesh, Narasimha Reddy, all of us. We jumped at the offer and we said, we will do everything we can to support. And as Shubhra pointed out, we not only have given out the land at a very discounted price, of course, we also have ensured that all the women entrepreneurs have received all the support that they have required to set up their units. But it's just the beginning. In fact, I know the ambition is larger. The appetite is larger. I've been asked many a times that we need to do more and you need more space. In fact, your president, Shubhra, just told me that she herself does not have a unit there and therefore she needs more space. But I do have a request for the women entrepreneurs here. Let's start thinking beyond Hyderabad. Let's start thinking outside of Hyderabad. I know you all live in Hyderabad, we all love Hyderabad, we're all proud Hyderabadis, and I keep saying wherever I go. In fact, my favorite pitch, whenever I meet a new investor, is Hyderabad is neither South India nor North India. It is where the north of India meets the south of India. It is where biryani meets paratha. It is where, you can say even paratha meets dosa. It is where the mangoverse meets metaverse. It is where data sciences meets life sciences. It is the point of confluence of so many things that are brilliant. We have done exceedingly well as a city. In fact, Mercer, an international agency that rates all the cities on livability index, has consistently rated Hyderabad over the last 5 years as the best city among Indian cities on livability index for 5 years in a row, from 2015 until 2020. And since 2020, of course, they've stopped giving out rankings post-COVID. The point I'm trying to make is while Hyderabad is beautiful, while Hyderabad is in fact Oxford Economics, in the report they've released day before yesterday, have mentioned that Hyderabad and Bangalore are the two cities which are going to pip Tokyo, Shanghai, Shenzhen, and all other Asian cities and will be the market leaders in the entire continent of Asia. So that is the capability of Hyderabad today. But having said all the nice things about Hyderabad, I think we don't want to end up the Bangalore way. We don't want to see our infrastructure crumbling. In the last 8.5 years, you all know the kind of work that has been done with respect to infrastructure addition and improvements. We have constructed a number of flyovers, a lot of underpasses, a lot of other infrastructure projects, a lot of link roads, and a lot of road maintenance that has happened. But I still see the number of cars and traffic growing more and more, especially after COVID. Therefore, I urge all of you, let's start thinking beyond Hyderabad, because as a state, if you look at us, Hyderabad is so central. Any nook and corner of Telangana is hardly 2.5 to 3 hours away. So when you are planning your next industrial unit, because of the rural livelihood mission of Telangana government, 5 revolutions are going to unfold right in front of you. We are trying to usher in 5 revolutions. One, the green revolution that I just mentioned. Our irrigation chief, special chief secretary is here. We have constructed the world's largest lift irrigation project. You know, we take a lot of pride in quoting what others have done across the world. We talk about 3 gorges and other things. But did you know that the world's largest lift irrigation project is actually in our state, Telangana, and it has been completed in a record time of only 4 years, 48 months flat. It is an engineering marvel. For those of you who have not seen it, I request Shubhra, Sonali and others to actually lead a team of FLO delegates to go visit this beautiful project where we literally lift a river from 60 meters above sea level all the way to 618 meters above sea level through a multi-stage lift irrigation system. It is an engineering marvel that is worth a visit, that is worth spreading the word. More importantly, it not only provides irrigation potential to more than 4.5 million acres, 45 lakh acres, it also provides drinking water to the city of Hyderabad. In fact, Hyderabad's drinking water requirements till the year of 2051 are fully met with by our government in the last 4 years. The point I'm trying to make is, with this kind of additional potential that has been created, with this kind of agriculture produce that is coming our way, food processing is a sector that is really going to take off in a big way in Telangana. We have earmarked 10,000 acres of land under the special food processing zone policy of government of Telangana. And I'm sure you all know that 1/3 of these plots will be earmarked for women entrepreneurs. So you're more than happy to reach out to Jayesh Ranjan and my TSIC team. I urge you all to actually start setting up your units in these special food processing zones. The second revolution that is going to unfold right in front of your eyes is a blue revolution. Today I stand here proudly and claim that Government of India has recognized us as the state which is #1 today on inland fisheries. Today,